Welcome back to another Anti-Foodie taste test review. Today we are going to be trying out Virgil's root beer. Just normal root beer, not alcoholic, normal pop. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I believe today is National Root Beer Float Day. So the folks at Virgil's reached out and asked if they could send me some samples of their handcrafted root beer to try on the channel. I am not a huge fan of root beer, but I enjoy root beer. My in-laws always have IBC root beer at their house whenever we go over there, so I always have a bottle there. And I like it. I wouldn't go out of my way to order a root beer, but it's not, something that I'm going to avoid. I, however, do not do root beer floats because I can't do dairy as much these days. So unfortunately, I won't be able to partake in the celebration of National Root Beer Float Day. But I still wanted to give you guys my thoughts on Virgil's root beer and how it tasted. So they sent me, I think, like a case of the bottles and then a 6-pack of their zero sugar root beer. I couldn't really wait to make this video to try it, so I've been drinking these all week and they are amazing. Compared to IBC, I would say IBC tastes a little bit sweeter, even though this still has, 42 grams of sugar in it. I don't know if it's because of other ingredients, there's sparkling filtered water, other natural flavors and things like that. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the different taste or the way that it's not as sweet or whatever, but it's really good. I'd probably take Virgil's over an IBC just because I do think IBC is a little too sweet. So yeah, definitely check this out if you can find them in your area because they're really good. But what I wanted to do on this video was to actually taste test the zero sugar version. So it's the same thing. It's sparkling filtered water, sweetener blend with so stevia and monkfruit extract are where they get their sweetness from in this one, as opposed to cane sugar like the other one. So we're going to give it a try and see how it tastes. Normally, I don't like diet or artificially sweetened drinks like this, especially when compared to the original. But who knows? Maybe it'll surprise me. So let's see what we got. Smells like root beer, so that's a good sign. Okay, so it's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's just different. So it's just like I said, it tastes like diet pop versus regular pop. There is the sweetness, but it's not that same sweetness you get from regular sugar. But you're not supposed to. It's supposed to be, zero sugar. But it still tastes good. It still tastes fine. This would probably be really good in a root beer float if you wanted to avoid the sugars from the root beer. When you're mixing it with, the ice cream and all of that. So this would probably be absolutely perfect for a root beer float to not overload you with the sugar. But drinking it straight up, I would absolutely choose the normal version any day of the week. But that's just how I am. I always like the normal sugar flavored ones as opposed to stevia. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. Still go with the normal sugar one. I do think Virgil's regular root beer is better than IBC. I do want to kind of compare them at the same time. Just take a sip out of each one and see how they compare next to each other because I haven't had an IBC in a little while, so I could be, my memory could be a little off on what it tastes like. But the regular Virgil's in the bottle, great. I would give it, 8 out of 10 as far as root beers and pop in general. So yeah, if you like root beer and you're looking to try something different, then I would definitely suggest pick up some of the Virgil's root beer and mix it in with your root beer float and celebrate National Root Beer Float Day. All right, until next time.